5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the various regions, departments, provinces, counties, territories, states, whatever you call the first level of subdivision of the nations on planet Earth, and I do so on GeoGuessr. Now, my objective here is threefold. A, to explore and see places I've never been and probably will never go. And B, try to have some fun while doing so. And C, see if I can score 25,000 points on GeoGuessr in the region in question. And if I do so, well, that region is completed, will not feature again in the series. If I fail to do so, it might turn up again at a later date in the series. But we'll have to see about that. So today we are going into Departamento de Piura, the department of Piura in Peru. This is the first time we're going to Peru in the series. And this looks like a region of nothing but trouble. And I mean GeoGuessr trouble. Because I vividly recall when I played the Antofagasta region in Chile, and that was a lot of dry stuff. And you see these roads here. I really don't want to get caught up on those, because those are probably more trouble than they're worth. And anyway, so Piura is 2.1 million people, 2022, almost 36,000 square kilometers. And the capital is the city of Piura, which sits here. No, does it? No, yes, it sits here, as Piura. And that has about a quarter of the population of the whole department, 547,000 in 2022. That's a projection. Right. I know what I'm projecting on this. That is massive amount of fear and trepidation. But still, this could be fun. And well, the idea is to try to have fun at least. Even though if I might get caught up in a clickathon like I have a couple of times. But we shall see. Let's head into Departamento de Piura. And of course we're going to make a challenge. Copy the challenge into the safekeeping document, like so. And then we start. I expect a lot of sand or mountains or a city. Okay, so where are we? Soy feliz. I'm happy. Real Plaza. Okay. Looking northeast. So let's just zoom in on Piura right away. So it could be on this side of the city. If we are in Piura, we could be in Sullana as well. For all I know. Sullana Gas, okay. This is also dual carriageway. Yeah, oh, we'll have to see. Those are the two best candidates, I think. Those are by far the two largest cities in the department. So let's see. As far as I recall, the Peruvians aren't as good at putting up, what says Piura on that thing. But yeah, they're not quite as good as other Latin American countries at putting up information about where you are. But I would assume there's a lot of car dealerships here. Let's see. So I would assume that we are in Piura. Now let's see. Is the road coming to a bend over there? It is. That could be That could be a vital piece of information for me. So we're on a road that goes northeasterly. And it's not the 1N, because the 1N, as far as I can see, doesn't bend at all until it hits what I assume is the desert. Now we could be possibly be over here, but it doesn't seem like it. This is not a dual carriageway either. So that is starting to limit our options already. And making me question, how right am I? Or how wrong am I? Am I already marrying to an idea that is wrong? Well, it could be down here, maybe, except for all these residential areas. But yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe indeed. You know. What do we have over here? We have the UTP on the bend here. How old is this footage? 2023, so it's recent. Okay. The main question here is, do we have a lot of car dealerships? I don't see a lot of car dealerships here. Could it be on the Miguel Grau? Possible, but not very likely. We should be right on the airport. Oh, it could be. So, how do you get to the airport then? On the Arequipa, I guess. Okay, slightly puzzling, slightly puzzling. Just to be on the safe side, let's have a look over here in Sullana. No, I think we can say fairly confidently that we're not in Sullana. So, how about over here? No, not it either. Okay. Let's go back to start. So, here we have the Real Plaza. We have a Subaru outlet. We have... maybe I should look for this. It's gone very northerly. So, I don't want to let go of this one yet. Biosana. So, it's the buildings on the opposite side here that don't... These buildings don't make sense from what I see here. Oh, hang on. Could we actually be that far? Well, we could be even further up. Hmm. Yeah, there are actually a few. How about this one? No, but that doesn't turn the right way. Yeah, well, let's not bother about whether it turns the right way or not. There's a very wide street, this. Oh, and then we come to a Vice. Vice. Oh, this is a Progreso. Huh. And that is a Vice. What is this then? Vice. This is the Sanchez Cerro. And it's going northwest. It's this one. How wrong have I been? Where's the Vice? Here we are. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see now. Talk about getting that one spectacularly wrong. Okay. So we got a DFSK. There's a DFSK. DFSK Glory. Should be road of. Ooh, we are standing here. A Subaru dealership is there. Yep. So DFSK is put where romantic is. Let's see. Good. Nice start. Took a while, but oh my god. um. Right. This is possibly the deepest, could be the deepest heap of trouble I've ever been in. Gods. How am I going to find anything here? Okay, so let's just look for candidates. I think we can safely say that we're somewhere up here in this area. Ooh. So what do we have? Well, we have this road. We have a valley that seems to be running northwesterly. um God, I think I have to make my way all the way down there. Let's just see if there's anything around this bend. Oh man, and look at all this rainforest that's been cleared away. Slash and burn. Okay, let's just see if there's anything around these bends here. Like, okay, so this valley is going eastwards. But what? Where will the road go? Does it go up like so? Okay, I'm curious. Might be the wrong way to go, but the landscape is absolutely bonkers. Um, it's like the shade off at the top there. Ugh. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. And what year did they shoot this? 2023. Come on. Yeah, I think I'll have a lot of trouble with the interface here. I have a feeling that there are locals here that go sod that and rumble down this thing in like 60, 70 kilometers an hour. I know this road. Well, that's the result. We pay our respects to Salvador, Pedro, Rayler, and Benjamin. Yeah, the road is definitely going up there. Now, let's see. So it's a... Ooh. Donkeys. What are you guys doing here? Okay, if people live up in these mountains, well, actually they do live up here. Oh yeah. Does this place have a name? We're on the 104. Good luck in finding that. Okay, so that's the end of Arapit Alto. It wasn't a huge community, but community nonetheless. I have a feeling that the road will just continue and continue and continue. Ah. You know what? This is where we start heading down the mountain instead. Tondopa. Puente Tondopa, name of the bridge. And this little society doesn't seem to want to grace us with its name. Nope. We shall go on. Because there will be an intersection eventually with that thing up there. Well, there are actually loads of roads around here. Mega Fiesta. Pampas de Sochan, Kapuli, and then we had the Tondopa. Having a quick look at the map again. Dude. There's Sosal. How do you get there? I don't think that's the Sosal we're looking for. I don't think that's the one. Could be, but okay, Pingola Ayabaca. Here's Ayabaca. Pingola. So they measure it out in exact distances. So, okay, so if Pingola is... So if it's 28 kilometers to Pingola in a southeasterly direction, here we got our bridge, Tondopa, Lagunas, Arepite Bajo, Arepite Alto. Here's the South Sal, but it's going to another South Sal, which is, you can barely make it out. Rio Quiros, okay, yeah, so, right, so we are somewhere up here. Right. I'm gonna make a gamble and say that we're around there. That's gonna be my first guess. So let's see how accurate or inaccurate that is. So here we're actually going east. Oh. Here we're going southwest. Let's see now. Yeah, so here the road has decided to stick southwest. So here we're going eastwards and we are going... We must be right on this one. Yeah. So let's see. And how far around the bend are we? 1, 2, and let's see, does this even straighten out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from that to there is 7. 3.5. We ought to be around there. I don't even know if I care if I'm right or not. This has been a journey. Ooh, close call. I think this is a good time to take a break. Right, let's continue our Peruvian adventure. Round number 3. Okay. 25,815. Probably referring to some kilometers. 28 kilometers away from something. Northwest might be a good direction. This one will be very hard to pin. So hopefully this shack will be here. Or rather this little grocery store. We got... no, those are bollards, not milestones. So where will this road lead? So at least we... Ah, here we got something. We are in Linderos del Ala. I'll write that down. Linderos del Ala. Sounds like something out of Game of Thrones. Linderos. Linderos, rather. I guess. Well, let's hope that... No, that was... Okay, but there is something about Linderos del Ala. Let's see. Is there anything else we can read out of that? Municipalidad de Buenos Aires. Okay. So we are in Buenos Aires municipality. That is here. Okay, then let's see. We have no idea how large that is. But let's run with this assumption that Linderos is somewhere down here. Could actually be up here as well, for all I know. So this is Buenos Aires. Caserio, Caserio, this and Caserio that. Okay, maybe not there. Let's run the road from here up to Buenos Aires. No. Hacienda Bigote. Huh. Let's see. No, I don't see Linderos yet. But okay. So I know that Linderos is in the Buenos Aires municipality, and we got a mountain ridge running along our... So on that side. So we ought to be somewhere. Let's see how far down. So let's try maybe as far down as here. Alablanca. Okay, so we got... So it seems that Buenos Aires goes fairly far south. El Ala. This is Buenos Aires. We have this Caseta del Ala. What direction was I heading out of my initial position? Southeast, northwest. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work well. Because then we would have to be down here and we're definitely not there. Yeah, okay, let's, sorry about the backtracking, but I needed to get a proper read on this. So we are going northwest, 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 and even more northwest. And even though we're going around the bend here, and we'll soon be in Linderos, we're still going northwest. We're also crossing a river in Linderos. Well, I guess we could be over here. But then we go into the next. So the only thing I got is the El Ala, but not 100% that I'm in the right position. Even though we have this small town called Buenos Aires. And okay, now we are turning distinctly northwards. That's not the place. But this could have been possibly. Let's put a marker down there. That's probably not right, but let's see if this northwards thingy. Yeah, and if it now. Yes. And if it now makes a very marked turn towards the west, I do believe we have our community. Okay, so this would be Linderos. Oh, there was another thing. Was there a road off to the side here? There is. Oh, there are also houses here. Yes, there are. Okay, so we got. That ought to be. And that ought to be those houses over here. Here's a small shack. Probably one of these. And then there's an open gap. And we got this tiny shack, which must be. No, actually, that thing is probably that. We got some tiny shacks behind this larger one. We also got a very marked mountain, which is most likely this one. Okay, so we are looking down at so let's see, we should be on this corner. Are we done with the bend? Yes, we are. We are just done with the bend, and then it's bending that way. So, this is one of those really tricky bends. Let's see, the bend ends here. Do I dare trust that? Well, I have no choice. Let's go. Jeez. Within 24 meters. Ooh, that was a close call. Oh my God. Oh my word. Oh my word. Yeah, this is what I feared, wasn't it? Okay, so where might this be? That's a beat up beetle. Oh, gods. I hope you haven't been driving this for a while. Okay, so we've gone from absolute nothing into absolute something. Now, if we could just figure out what this something is called. Talara Alta. Here's Talara. I'm not surprised. So, let's see. So we came into this town from the south. This is Talara Alta. If we came in from this direction, we should have seen the petrol station. Verdun. Planta Verdun. I'm wondering, is this the intersection that I have marked that I... Yeah, this could well be the intersection I set down as a checkpoint earlier on. That could very well be. Let's just mark that for now. Verdun. Yes. And let's see. Yes, yes. And we have that diagonal line where those fences were. Okay, I just want one piece of confirmation, and that is, if I continue far enough up here, we should be able to see the airstrip. Let's see. Now we are here. And what's hiding behind this is quite likely the airport. I'm not going to follow the airstrip all the way, but there's supposed to be a roundabout shortly. There's also Peru here. Here's the Peru, or Peru rather, and the roundabout should be here, which it is. Well, what do you know? What are you doing in this place? Okay, let's see. Will it take me back to... Yes. Let's see now. Yep, that is southeast indeed. And there should be a road going off to the north pretty much immediately. Probably that one. Okay, that means we're somewhere here. We were fairly close to the bend still, weren't we? But the big issue here is there are no side roads. This is going to be one of the most epic counts ever. Oh my word. Okay, we're going to do a long count first northwards. I'm not looking forward to this, but okay. We have to if we're going to have a prayer of a chance of being at least within 100 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on. Northeast. Oh, we're here. Okay, that changes things a little bit. 12. So that's 12 to there. Oh. 13. I'm just going to check that this is actually the bend. So now we should be going north, right? Yes. We are a little west of north. Yep. Okay, that makes things slightly less difficult. So that's 13. South. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 25 between the two. We're actually almost in the middle. Ooh, that's icky. That's icky indeed. Let's see now. So if I can place these two bends. Let's see now. Where does... No. I'll just have to take this on. That should be about the middle. So if I say there, that should give me a fairly good chance. Might be within 100 meters. If I am, I'll be happy. If I'm any closer than that, it's nothing short of a miracle. There are no other roads visible here. So this will just have to do. Okay, is anything I can use as landmark? Well, we got the mountains over there, but they are way too far away and don't really offer anything. And there is nothing on the horizon I can use. It would have been great if that road had been visible, but it's not. Now, the road isn't entirely straight. But for all practical purposes, it is fairly straight on the map. Oh well, we'll have to just do this. This will be off. It is within. It is within. Oh my god. What will I get in the final round? So I had 2 nightmare rounds. Now 2 okay rounds. What will the final round be? It's in the town? I might actually 25k this one. Okay, and we're gonna make absolute certain. We're gonna make absolute certain that we are where we are. This one is eastwards. Okay, so this is a south-north street. Okay, La Peninsula. Okay, so what could the peninsula be? Could it be this? Could it be this? Or is it just a name? Let's see now. Sales points again. Animal Zabata. Let's see. That's a weird place to park, sir. Even if you are in your coveralls and Chirita. Doesn't have to be the name of a town, but we can have a quick look. Chirita. Doesn't seem like it. I'm starting to wonder if south was a very smart way to go. El Chavo. Usuk. Okay. No. And that's all election posters on that post. Conectada. La Francia. Okay, so that's basically just names they give their taxis. Seems like everyone wants to be a governor. No, looks like I'm going in the wrong direction here. There's a portal though. We want to check that out. Piura. This is 2014 footage. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Reflection. Yes. Come on. Suministros. Yes. This is our spot. It's one away over the years. So yeah. If this is wrong, I will start crying. That would be the most brutal robbery ever, but that has to be right. So there we go. Yes. That was immense satisfaction, given how hard some of these rounds were. Wow. Wow. That's a beautiful spread across the region. We got the deserty landscape on the coast. We got the city. We got the mountains, the absolutely ridiculous mountain road. Oh, man. Aye, 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 aye. And we got this fairly standard sort of rural route. But getting this one, that was an absolute miracle. I think that's one of the least accurate 25,000 point rounds I've done. But who cares? It's 25,000 points in Piura. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's worth a drink. Yep, that is the Departamento de Piura done. And I'm glad you're still with me here on the Tiny Dot in Space. And I hope you will join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye bye.